Hey guys, it's Reese from Spedza Reviews, and today I'm reviewing the Axial Scx10 Honcho 1/10 scale RTR truck. This truck is amazing fun. It's got a 27 turn motor, so it's not a top speed sort of RC car, so if you're looking for something that really goes super fast for your kid, this ain't going to be for him. This is more for rock crawling and trail truck sort of style. It features a 3-channel 2.4 GHz receiver, an AE2 ESC with drag brake, diff locks, adjustable coilover shocks, as you can see. I'll zoom in on the camera. As you can see in there, they're all adjustable. Working front and rear lights, 1.9 Ripshaw tyres with 35 compound, upgraded axles, and a 4-link rear suspension, which the 4-link rear suspension was an upgrade on the other Honchos. You could actually buy them as an upgrade, but the Scx10 came out standard with it. The truck features front and rear working headlamps. So not the actual headlamps on the body, they're decals, but the ones that are in the front bar. And it also has steel bash plates, alloy bash plates, which, believe me, you start taking this off-road, you're going to start using them. As we spin it round towards the back, you got the rear tail lamps in the back, big diff, those adjustable shocks I was telling you about, and it's got an alloy chassis. That's all alloy chassis. There's those 1.9 Ripshaw tyres with soft compound. As you can tell, I've given this one an absolute workout. Features a spare tyre, which actually undoes. You can undo that, pull that off, and put that on the car. Fake fuel tank, because this is electric motor obviously. Fake fuel tank and the body. When you remove the body, it has 4 clips, 2 on the front and 2 in the rear. Now the rear one's there and one is there. These rear clips can be really annoying to remove. The reason why they're really annoying to remove is the clips are really close to this spare wheel. Without taking the spare wheel off every time, you have a lot of difficulty trying to remove these clips. And the fuel tank is on the other side, so you can't rotate the clip the other way. It's going to be just as difficult. But don't worry, a little bit of hard work and perseverance and you will get there. If not, if you crack it with it, just pull the spare wheel out. Now let's set the body to the side for a second. Let's have a look of what goes on under the hood. So there's your 27 turn motor, electric motor. There's your ESC with the drag brake. They've now got the spur gear covers. They've actually covered it up. In the old Honchos, they were actually exposed. So obviously they're becoming a little bit more user friendly and a little bit more conscious of young kids and children using them and deciding, oh, that would be a great idea, let's stick our finger in there when it's running. So that's why they've done it. You can remove it if you wish. There's the 5000 milliamp battery, headlamps, tail lamps, rock sliders, and this alloy or metal chassis. Here's the 4-link suspension. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the rear, which these do actually flex a lot. You can get the upgraded steel links if you wish. With these Honchos, absolutely everything is upgradable on them. Axial do really well with creating aftermarket parts for these things. So you can get winch bars, you can get rear bars, you can get tow balls, you can get trailers, you can upgrade the tyres, you can upgrade the suspension. Pretty much everything on it, drive shafts all the way down to the motor, you can completely tear apart and completely put it back together the way you like to. That is the one great thing that Axial let you do, because they're really into their hobbyists and they're really into their customization and what you can do with your trucks. If you'd like to see more on that sort of stuff, check out RC Sparks. He's an RC YouTuber. Check his channel out if you haven't already. I've had a few people ask me about this truck over the time that I've had it. I've had it about 6 months. I've had this truck for. And a lot of people ask me, is it waterproof? Well, it is to an extent, because Axial made a statement that this is water resistant. Now, water resistant and waterproof are two different things. Resistant, it means if you get a splash on the motor or a splash on the ESC, it's alright. But if you completely submerge it in water, it may not work. Now, if you were going to run this in water a lot, like do river crossings and run it through mud and things along those lines, I recommend that you pull the diffs apart and put marine grease all through the bearings. Use Plasti Dip or some other form with the ESC, and make sure that battery, especially if you're running LiPo batteries, make sure that they do not get wet, because they do tend to explode. If you want any more information on that, you just check out heaps of videos on YouTube. There's plenty of RC YouTubers that have done videos on that. Now, back to the review. Let's talk about the controller. The controller has all your normal features, so you have your steering trim, your throttle trim, your steering, your servos, and all your tuning dials pretty much. Your throttle, and that's pretty much what comes with the controller. It's a fairly standard basic controller. Obviously you can change it to your preferred hobby controller if you'd like to. The retailer price on this truck 6 months ago was about $400, which is a serious bang for buck for what you get. It's ready to run. The only thing you need to buy is a battery and some batteries for the remote, which are just 4 AA batteries. And being for a remote, you don't need to go out and get Energizer batteries. Cheap batteries from your local Bunnings or local hobby shop, they do fine. I put this Axial Honcho through its paces over the 6 months. I've had it in water, I've had it doing rock climbs, I've had it doing slow rock crawls, I've done it through the mud, and I've done a few videos. And all in all, I give this truck a 10 out of 10. Oh, I absolutely love it. It's not the fastest thing around, and if you want an RC car that's fast, I recommend checking out the Tamiya TT01s or the Drifters or the Nitro cars or other high-powered electric cars. You've got the X01 by Traxxas, which is a massive RC car that can do over 100 miles an hour. Check that out. But if you like, you're doing your trail trucks and customizing your trucks and doing all the slow filming and everything for YouTube, I highly recommend one of these trucks. They are absolutely awesome. Alright guys, until my next review, stay tuned.